Hello and welcome to my weekly video blog, and today on A Vogel Talks Menopause I'm going to be talking about 10 self-care tips for the perimenopause, menopause and postmenopause. If you like my tips and advice, then please subscribe and remember to hit the bell icon so you can be notified of all my new videos. You know, one of the things I really love about this job is when women get back to me and say, I've taken your tips on board, I'm drinking more water, I'm exercising, I'm taking these supplements, and I feel better. And I think this is great. Women are so open to change, and sometimes it's the littlest, simplest changes that can make such a big benefit to their life in general. But the one area where I get total stubbornness is self-care. It's amazing how many women, and I'll say, take some me time, you know, look after yourself. And they go, but I'm too busy. I've got too much to do. I don't have time. So what I want to do today is go through 10 simple tips, ones that I found really helpful, and hopefully you will start to incorporate them into your life and reap the benefits as well. So if you're on HRT, if you can't go on HRT, if you don't want to go on HRT, these tips are all helpful for every single one of you just to get going with. So self-care is imperative for your health. It's not a luxury. So here's 10 of the best tips. So number one, go back to basics. Just go through your diet. Are you eating well? How are you sleeping? Are you drinking water? Are you exercising? Are you breathing? Are you taking that little bit of me time? There's links here for all of these because I've done complete video blogs on all of these. Number two is look at alternative therapies and supplements. I'm not a doctor, so I don't normally talk about HRT, but I have communication and access to wonderful practitioners like herbalists and nutritional therapists who give me their advice and their knowledge, and I use that in a lot of my blogs. So I've found over the years, for me and also for a lot of women, that these can be really helpful. So the products that I tend to recommend a lot are sage for hot flushes and night sweats. And recent research has shown that sage can also help with brain fog. You can look at valerian and hops for sleep. I recommend buckthorn for all those dry issues, and obviously magnesium for just about everything. Therapies that I recommend, acupuncture. I used this myself at the beginning of the menopause and it really helped me. Nutritional therapists, herbalists, homeopaths. These are all practitioners that can really help to support you through the menopause. Look at therapies and exercises such as yoga, meditation, Pilates for the pelvic floor, CBT for anxiety, and even just getting a massage or some aromatherapy can make you feel fantastic. Number three, look at nature. This was a savior for me, just getting out walks, having a little bit of company with other friends who enjoyed walking. And also I love gardening. So for me, that was my downtime. And believe it or not, in Japan, they have something called forest bathing because they have realized how important getting out into nature is for both your physical and mental well-being. And we know that these things can help with stress, anxiety, they can help with blood pressure and also your emotional health. Number four, turn off all these electrical equipment, especially before you go to bed. We know that blue light can interfere with sleep, so you shouldn't be looking at anything for at least an hour before going to bed. And don't have TVs in your room. It's really important. And also just have social media detoxes because we can get so wrapped up in what people think of us. Is somebody liked me the last time I put a post through? And that can also make anxiety a lot worse. So have the odd day where everything just gets put away. Number 5, listen to music. It can be so therapeutic. It can be so calming. I try and listen to meditation music before I go to bed because it helps me to sleep. But if you need a little bit of energy, put some upbeat or up-tempo music on. And I know some women tell me that they have a little dance every day, maybe for about 20 minutes, and it works wonders for absolutely everything. Number 6, set boundaries, set healthy boundaries. One of the many lessons I've learned about the menopause is that I had to start saying no, because people and family and work and friends were all asking so much of me that it got to the point I had no time to myself, because all my time was spent with other people and helping other people and doing things with other people. So once I learned to say no without explaining why I said no, what a relief. It just took such a lot of pressure off me. And people really, they don't mind if you say no. I think sometimes we think that people will not like us anymore if we say no, but very often they will just accept it, and then they'll go and ask someone else. Number 7, another thing that I found really helpful was listing gratitudes during the day. Just 5 things that I used to do in the evening when I had a little bit of time. I would just sit and think of 5 nice things that happened to me during the day. It could be that lovely cup of tea with a friend. It could have been listening to the birds first thing in the morning. And it calms you down, and it just takes you out of the world for 5 minutes. And it's a really helpful thing to do. Make time for it. 5 minutes a day, that's all it takes. Number 8, declutter. I'm so bad at this, honestly. So I need to take my own advice on this one. But one of the things, I make sure that my bedroom is really clear, because it has been found that a cluttered bedroom will affect the way you sleep. And also I try to keep my sitting room clear so that I can sit down and relax and not feel as if I'm being oppressed by everything that surrounds me. Number 9, have a health check. This is so important. So many women say to me, oh, I don't want to bother my doctor. But you need to make sure that everything's going okay during the menopause. So many other health issues can come in and complicate matters. It could be things like high blood pressure, it could be low iron, it could be underactive or overactive thyroid function, it could be something simple as low vitamin D or B12, and these can all make the menopause worse. So it's always worth it to just ask your doctor for a general health check and bloods, and if anything comes up, it can be sorted so really quickly. And number 10, remember that self-care is essential. It's not a luxury, as I mentioned at the beginning. So do that. Give yourself the self-care without doubt. And please don't be one of those but women. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know how you get on, even if you only implement 1 or 2 of these things into your daily routine. I'm sure it will make a difference. So please let me know. And until then, I'll see you next week for another edition of A. Vogel Talks Menopause.